Assertiveness is one of those life skills everyone swears they're good at until they actually have to use it, and suddenly their voice drops to the volume of a confused mouse. It's that magical middle ground between being a doormat and being a bulldozer, and like most of us wobble between the two depending on how much sleep we got. The funny thing is, assertiveness isn't about being loud or bossy. It's about being clear, calm, and confident without steamrolling anyone. It's basically emotional posture, the way you stand up straight before your personality. And sometimes, while it feels like trying to balance a stack of pancakes on a toothpick, a lot of people think assertiveness means confrontation, but that's not true at all. It's more like choosing to speak up before resentment builds up and you start slamming cabinet doors for no reason. It's saying what you mean without turning it into a dramatic monologue that scares your houseplants. And it's also about listening, because assertive people don't just bark orders, they actually care about the conversation. They're the ones who can say no without writing a 14-page apology letter. They're also the ones who can say yes without feeling trapped in a lifelong commitment. Sometimes, it's just about giving yourself permission to take up space. Think about the last time someone asked you for a favor you didn't want to do. Maybe it was helping them move, or reviewing a 97-slide presentation, or babysitting a dog that clearly hates you. Most people panic and say yes because they don't want to seem rude. But assertiveness is the ability to say, I can't do that today, without adding, but I can cancel all my plans and ruin my week if that helps. And, the world doesn't collapse when you say no. In fact, people usually respect you more. It's wild how much stress we create by trying to be polite at the cost of our sanity. Sometimes, the kindest thing you can do for yourself is to decline. One of the biggest myths is that assertive people never feel nervous. That's not true, they just act anyway. They still get the shaky hands, the sweaty palms, the internal monologue that sounds like a squirrel on espresso. But they speak up because their needs matter too. And that's the part most of us forget. Your needs aren't inconveniences. They're not optional side quests. They're part of being a functioning human who deserves respect. You don't have to earn the right to be heard. You already have it. Sometimes, you just need to remind yourself of that. A great way to practice assertiveness is to start small. Say what you want for dinner instead of saying, I don't mind, even though you absolutely do mind and you're tired of pretending you love soggy noodles. Or tell someone, I need a minute to think, instead of panicking and agreeing to something you'll regret. And you can practice tone too.